Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rika Novia with student number 222-321-0006 from 3A class. Okay, well, from the fifth easiest title, I interested to talk about gender equality. For the first, the meaning from gender equality refers to an equal condition between men and women in fulfilling rights and obligations. In my opinion, some people look that men and women it's totally different. Exactly right. If we see on our physique, but if we see on equality, we shouldn't not differentiate or discriminate against women because women can be or can do anything like men doing. But women also have limits. Not all heavy things, for example, can be done by women. But the problems or issues that are always heard, namely, women don't need high school, women don't deserve careers, women's position is only as a housewife, taking care of the house, children, and husband. For me, women have the right and must be able to become career women because as women, we shouldn't continue to depend on men. We do not know about someone's death, right? So, women must be able to have a career. Not only that, even Ibu Kartini has worked hard to elevate women to be able to school like men. And so, because of that, we can be equal with men. Maybe some women can't go to school because economic problems, maybe, but they can to be a pious and wise woman so as not be looked down upon by men. And I will give some issues about gender equality problem. The first is gender gap in the labor market. The existence of gender segmentation of workforce, discriminatory requirement and promotion practices of employees on the basis of gender create a framework for women in a small number of economic sectors, generally in jobs with lower status than men, the community's assumption that women's work is just an additional role and additional family income is also one of the reasons for the low level of female labor participation. And then the second one is physical violence. Indonesia has enacted various laws to protect women from physical violence. However, there is some evidence to suggest that violence against women is common in Indonesia. According to the 2003 Demographic and Health Survey, almost 25% of women who have ever been married agree that they support their husbands in beating their wives for one of the following reasons. The wife has a different opinion, the wife lives without telling him, the wife ignores the children, or the wife refuses to have intercourse with uh, with with him. And uh, trafficking in women and prostitution are also serious threats to Indonesia women, especially those who are poor and less educated. Even though it hides sexual crimes, it is commonly found in everyday life. The Indonesia Ministry of Health in 2004 found that 90% of women reported experiencing some form of sexual decline in the workplace. The next is about marriage patterns that are detrimental to women. Early marriage is common thing in Indonesia, especially in rural areas. The 2004 United Nations report estimated that uh, 13% of Indonesia women were married at the age of 15 until 19 years. In Islamic law, men are allowed to marry more than one person. However, the 1974 marriage law states that permission to have multiple wives can be granted if a person can provide evidence that his first wife is unable to carry out his responsibilities as wife. Indonesian civil servants are also prohibited from practicing polygamy. Marriage law in Indonesia considers the man to be the head of the household and breadwinner for the family. Meanwhile, household tasks, including raising children, are generally carried out by women. And the last is about property rights. Civil law in Indonesia stipulates that men and women have the same property rights. Women in Indonesia have the legal right to access property, land, and have access to bank loans and credit. Although sometimes there is a discrimination in some areas, for example, the husband is entitled to have a person tax number, whereas the wife must include their tax number in the husband's records. Uh, okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.